Hello everyone and welcome to Game with Yephyrros.
Fish and Meld?
And me.
I have headphones on, I don't know why.
The one whose channel you're probably watching this on.
That probably explains whose channel you're watching. Where we last left off, we played Microsoft Flight Simulator. Fight Simulator! Oh yeah! Jinx, you monster.
I'm the click it. Okay, let's go. Game over.
ゲームオーバーって
She's really amused by this.
とまあこんな感じだ。訓練ではわざとストールやスピンを起こしてそこから回復する練習をするんだ。実際に空でやると怖いぞ。死ぬかと思うぞ。
It's very scary, okay? I don't want to talk about it. If you're scared of heights, maybe that really is true. Well, you're falling from a very high height. I'd say so. I'd say for a lot of people in general, that's fairly unsettling. Because of how well the simulation is made, I got powerful enough impression just from the graphics. Next-gen graphics, bro, like Godzilla. Next-gen graphics.
Ah,
Almighty selects the mode once again and we start flying.
で、次はラダーペダル。
In the Shimmerator, this is controlled with the L and R buttons.
これはラダーを操作するわけだが、ラダーとは日本語で方向だという垂直尾翼についている。
Like, I'm gonna complain through this entire session that, shouldn't they have a joystick if they're simulating an actual glider? I don't think the controls are exactly like a controller. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
there's just a controller sitting in there.
Maybe this controller is for a really weird console, a really obscure one that was really popular in Japan but didn't pick up in the US. That's my theory. It was a very big controller that people sat in. That's
右を踏めば機種が右を向き、左を踏めば機種が左を向く。ヨーイングの動きを制御するんだ。
How often is yawing actually used? Like, that's turning. Yawing is actually keeping your plane completely steady and doing that.
Have you ever played GTA and it's the very first time you flew like I did? You get scared of trying anything funny because you'll explode and the checkpoint's a far distance off and you're just like... You're just slowly etching
To
left and
pilots,
right.
this is doing something funny.
It is. But it's Grand Theft Auto. We know...
They can't see what we're doing with our hands.
They can't.
We're sorry, people, but we have to have a discussion right now.
We're talking about stuff. Just sit in the corner and rethink your life real fast. Okay, carry on. Oh, Steam's updating.
That's too bad. Hopefully it doesn't make a noise when it finishes.
We can't do what we did that one episode and went on a website. Just click away.
横を向くの？でも曲がるときは主翼についてるエルロンを使うんでしょ？エルロンだけで旋回した場合、グライダーは正面を向いたままバンクした内側に滑っていくように移動することになる。どういうこと？
Science.
前を向いたまま斜めに進むってことじゃない？
She nods.
そこで同時にラダーを操作してやり、旋回したい方向へ頭を向けてやるんだ。
Maybe she'll explain it in a second, but yawing seems like it'd be even more ineffective in a glider because you want to keep up all your speed. And
Yeah.
yawing would decrease speed.
I have a donut to my left and I don't want to eat it for bad video quality. But
You drink things all the time and it's extremely loud.
I know, but I'm human, okay? It's not a justification, just an explanation. The donut looks really delicious.
That's your line.
Well, okay, this is our first episode for the day, so who needs to get warned of? Not us. While leaning in the bike, you turn your handlebars in the direction. If you don't, you won't be to turn well. You won't be to turn well. At least from our part of the state, you won't be turn well. Welcome to Turn Whale. Using bicycles as an example, leading the bike left or right is like an ailerons. 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 And the handlebars are like the rudder.
なるほど。旋回したいときはエルロンとラダー両方が必要と。そうだ。けどそれだけじゃまだ不十分だ。旋回中、機体を傾けると揚力が減るので機体が大きく降下してしまう。なるべく高度を保ったまま旋回するには操縦桿を横に倒しながら少しだけ後ろに引いてやる必要があるんだ。
When you turn, you must use all of the axes at the same time. Axis. The lumberjack is back.
I feel like people who have never played flight simulators or know anything about planes have no idea what they're talking about right now.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, axis? This isn't a tree.
Somehow Aui's caught on to this.
Well, they did have to explain the entire idea of lift to him.
And after that, he caught on completely well.
Yeah. They also did have a study session before this, remember? In the Soaring Club. Aui's just... Not Aoi, Amagaho's just behind Amani with cue cards for Aoi. And every time he says you guys like, when you turn, as he just nods his head, he's like, yeah, that's the word. She just gives something, she's like, that a boy. Using what and when looks like it's quite intuitive.
以上。飛んでいる時に必要な操作はこれだけだ。
She didn't teach us how to land, but okay.
We don't need that. It's gonna be more... I really hope it's just...
I really hope she doesn't teach us how to land.
And we have to figure it out. She's like, I feel like it's better to learn it on the spot, you know? Just go with the flow, man. After ending her explanation, Amani turned on the lights.
結構簡単なのね。そうだね。
When I heard unfamiliar words like aileron and rudder, it sounded complicated, but rudder sound complicated. It's quite effectively just... Pretty much just a rectangle that turns left and right.
So are ailerons.
Yes, except they're usually horizontal. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Weeble, weeble, weeble. That's all you need to know. Weeble, 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 and boop, 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 boop.
I want to see a boat that propels that way with ailerons. Just flat, pedal, 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 pedal. Not like a proper pedal, not like a proper pedal ship, but just like splashing into the water. It'd be great. Carry on. We're getting too distracted this episode.
No, we're getting perfectly finely distracted.
We're getting normally distracted as usual.
We need to be this distracted to do anything right.
This is why we're going to have about a few hundred episodes.
No, we're going to have a... Oh, yeah, a few hundred. Yeah, you're right. A few hundred. There you go. Yeah, 500 episodes or more. Oh, yeah, money back.
It took us a day to get to the opening movie. Go. Moving the yoke backwards, forwards, left and right, and pressing the left and right pedals. That's all there is to it. Don't say that. You're flying a thing that'll explode.
アクロバットでもしない限り難しい操作はほとんどない。グライダー乗りに必要なのは風を見つける能力なんだ。
The power of the wind spirits, the da 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 da. I'm just...
You got like really close to my face with your hands there.
Just... Da, da, da. Yeah.
This is why we need a face cam.
I just feel like he has a Wind Waker in his pocket and... No, she's gonna pull one out and just be like, use this, young child. What is this? You'll find out. Find the wind.
どこにどんな風が吹いているか。サーマルはどこにあるのか。そうして見つけた風に上手に乗ることができるかどうか。
Dang it, but we're already 10 minutes in.
I told you! I'm the one that told you were getting distracted, while I was the one feeling the distraction. It's like if I light your house on fire, I'm like, Chris, stop burning down your house! That was a weird example, but... Click!
He's done it before. Twice.
What do you say? So, you mean you need knowledge, experience, and intuition? Yes.
そんなところだな。ケーキ類の見方はおいおい覚えてもらうとして、まずあとはこっちのパソコンの画面で練習してみてくれ。
That was a really good neck pop. Got it. I sat down in front of the PC and started practicing immediately. This is a pretty fun club. You play video games and read comics. And make an airplane in the background. A glider. Club activities have finished and we're on our way home.
This is just not Agaha's day.
Her eyes are really explicit right now. They had to censor them. Sorry, kids. She's fanning her chest of her sweat-drenched uniform. She seems looking... No, her eyes are censored. She can't look.
Oh? Nani見てんの?
She senses me looking at her chest and asks cheerfully, "You're gonna die." You try to be a little more ladylike.
しょうがないじゃん。胸が一番汗かくんだもん。これって女らしいってことじゃない？
That was a nice sound.
I just want to eat my donut.
These are words you need to say.
No, I don't want to talk about it. Just click. Click. I get a slight feeling that she's trying. Ah! Girls.
You're really good at reading this.
I never have been. We know this for a fact. The only fact Ncjedi isn't is because he doesn't want to and he's dyslexic, so he feels like he doesn't want to.
I should do a special episode where I try to read.
100th, like that needs to be like a 50th episode or a 100th episode special. We'll get that far, trust me.
We will.
Okay, carry on.
ガレージのエアコン弱くない？お尻が蒸れちゃうんだけど。
You know the screams that Nazguls make?
Yeah?
That... Before this episode started, we were talking about French people doing death metal. I'm not gonna lie. It's even better with the Nazgul reference because he's wearing a shirt of the White Tree of Gondor.
Yeah. I am, aren't I?
Yeah. Face cams wouldn't work because it's not on his face. Click. Yeah, girls. They are in 2nd grade. You gotta remember that.
Brennan's in 2nd grade.
So's Aoi. It's spacious and there's no effective heat insulation from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I got it.
It's like a prefabricated building. There's no attic and the heat from the sun transfers directly to the inside.
I feel like when I read, with the episode where I have to read, it's gonna be better than you reading.
It probably will be. That's usually how stuff works. Even if we turn on the air conditioning, it's only has half the effect. Exactly! Point made.
ロボット部よりかはマシよ。あっちは人数多いからムシムシするのよね。汗で。
Even Katori traumatized by this. Because you're talking about boys.
私こっちだから。
We get to the usual fork of the road where Akaha leaves us to go in the other direction.
じゃあね。
I'll see you in the morning. She didn't like Aoi singing. Aoi's a really big fan of 50s pop.
You got a line to read.
Do you want to get some ice cream from the convenience store?
いいけど、なんで急に?
So forward. You two were saying how hot it is, and I suddenly felt like eating one. You want to eat one too, Katori?
いいけど。
We know she can't say no to ice cream. Come on. She offered you ice cream once. You know, you said no. You buggard. She seemed to be thinking about Eka being there when she answers. But then she remembered the ice cream. That donut. I want to eat it. Can there be a CG or something and a lot of dialect so I can eat it? Carry on. Maybe we'll find one.
Just talk with your mouth full. It'll be fine.
It'll be better than my reading. Off we go. Into the wild blue yonder. As I walk down the way and I sing a little song. Was the cursor dancing with it?
It was.
That cursor. In the convenience store parking lot, I bite into the ice cream that I had bought. Hanging out in front of the convenience store is one of the privileges of being a high school student. Aka got watermelon flavored and Kotori got chocolate chip. And I chose vanilla Monica.
ハバネさんはカップ派か。
Actually, I agree. With the cones, they always melt in my hand too fast because I'm a very slow eater. So, and then the ice cream gets on your hands and all over the napkins, and it's just ice cream wasted.
棒のアイスは途中で溶けてきて手がベトベトするから好きじゃないの。
These girls know what they're thinking. Seems like everyone has their own preferences. Was I eating a cone? Or a stick? We don't take unletty off a book around these parts. Why don't you take your... Oh.
シミュレーターどうだった？
I don't understand it. It's pretty icky.
どこがどう難しいの？
The part where you have to use your brain and I think about doing something and I'm not able to do it so my head explodes. I feel like when I get the movement and the speed it's quite easy to steer though.
エルロンもラダーもエレベーターも風を受けなきゃ効果ないもんね。
Yeah, that's right. Using the power of the wind to control the position of the aircraft. And the power of Grayskull! Of course the wind is strong, but the power of Grayskull is stronger. The small movements of the controls have a big effect, much like the power of Grayskull. Brought to you by the power of Grayskull. However, the glider doesn't have an engine, so you can't easily speed up or slow down. If you do one thing, it affects everything else, and that's what makes it difficult. You can't just think about the current situation, you have to act according to what will happen next. Which means that experience is needed to ride this thing.
乗ってて気持ちよかった？
To be honest, the simulator didn't feel good at all. You were watching the screen, right?
なんていうかすごいもどかしい感じだった。 3D のシューティングゲームに比べると圧倒的に爽快感がなかったわね。
I read it as now here. This is the burden of being an idiot.
Compared to 3D, hold on. Compared to 3D simulator games, what were they doing?
It was 8-bit. It was an 8-bit 3D.
It was a Floppy Bird clone.
I was gonna say a new retro platformer. That's true, yeah.
実際に飛ぶのとはやっぱり違うのかな？
I think so. I can imagine that somehow. How would it feel to fly through the sky in that thing, I wonder? It still feels a bit unclear.
いいな。私も飛んでみたい。シミュレータならやってみればいいんじゃない？
You can control everything with your hands.
いい。今は葵くんがやるべき時だから。
I'll be patient for now. That's what it seems she is saying. Without thinking, Eka and I look at each other.
じゃあ、早いとこ翼を作って実際に飛べるようにしないとね。
No sleep for you, Owie. Okay. If I can quickly become able to fly myself, I can take a Tori with me. Weird sentence. I can't read. I might be getting ahead of myself, but it's good to have a target.
チェー、外れか。残念。
I finished eating your ice cream and threw the stick in the trash can. I finished eating too, so I threw my Monaco wrapper in the trash can. How come cheese ice cream and you're descriptive? There's not all about you, Howie. What do you think this is? Oh.
Munch, munch, munch.
Wait, he's the protagonist, isn't he? Dang it!
Munch, munch, munch.
Munch, munch, munch. Victoria was still eating, and Hurley ate the last of her chocolate ice cream. Chocolate chip ice cream. It wasn't as bad as Monty, but the way she ate kind of ruined her pretty... Dang it. Women eating food, it's obscure. It's weird. It's heresy. Weird. She rushed over in her wheelchair and came to throw the cup into the trash can. Does she think that if she doesn't do it quickly, we'll leave her behind? Just eating ice cream. While we were away from Katori, Yakaha had come up beside me and stabbed me.
気を使ってくれてありがとう。
What do you mean?
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 とぼけちゃって、私とハバネさんのために誘ってくれたんでしょ？
I care nothing for you two. Look at me as I quietly played dumb. Akaho smiled cheerfully and stabbed me.
お待たせ。
You didn't need to rush like that.
それじゃあ帰りますか。また明日ね。
Bye.
さようなら。
We see Eka off as she waves her hand, and I push Katori's wheelchair along the road back to the dormitory, and on...
No. I wanted to finish the scene first.
It pretty much is, though.
Yeah, pretty much is. We're not there yet. Keep reading.
Just click it. I did read this.
And there we go.
Wait, no, if it says something, I need to say it. Extend the little wings which fly in the sky high.
Go eat your donut.
But I enjoy saying that.
Go get your donut.
It's my special thing.
何これ。
Leave a subscribey like thing. I don't know.
Find out next time what it is.
Not for this episode though. This one was horrible. Goodbye.
He's mean.